So chapter 3 is about how I got started in video. So if you watch chapter 2, kind of told you about that transitional point into video, into corporate video. So I'm doing 1 or 2 videos for different clients, and then I got introduced via a networking meeting to an agency. So an agency that's not too far away from where I live, and at this point, I had a handful of videos that I had done. I had really just started to get the hang of it. I'm not using Animoto anymore. I'm using, a proper editing software. I'm using Premiere Pro, Adobe. So, I'm going up in the world right now. And I had a meeting with them. They called me in for a chat, to kind of see what I've done, what I'm doing, if I can actually help them. So I went over to their offices, and I thought I was just going to have a chat with, this one guy, my contact there. And then I was in a boardroom meeting with like 5 of the directors that different aspects of the businesses, and I was like, oh, okay, this is serious. But anyway, they started asking me questions about what I do. It was pretty relaxed in the end. And even though I didn't have much to show, I think they saw the potential in me, and I'm super grateful for that, to be fair. They saw the potential in me, and they gave me a shot. So they're like, okay, cool, we've got a client, and they want some video, can you do that? So I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely, straight away. At that point I had 1 camera. I think I'd upgraded at this point now to like a 7D or something like that, moving up in the world. And I was like, yeah, cool, let's do that. So I did the first video for them, and they were pretty happy with it. The client was happy with it. And then I started obviously, thinking, well, this could be better, I could do better. Ended up getting a second camera. I think at this point was a 5D Mark II. So now I'm double barreling this. I got 2 shooters. So I can do a 2 camera interview setup, and I even got a slider, At the time, Rhino sliders was the in thing. I got a slider so I can, have a parallax shot on the wide and a close up, make it really nice and sexy. So started investing more into the gear, started doing more work for them, and building up the portfolio from there, adding new equipment and so on. And I'm actually still working with that agency today. Which is cool, which means that I've been doing something right, and they actually trust me with their clients. So that in itself was a really good part of my growth as a studio, and the ability to reinvest into my equipment to get better equipment at this point, more streamlined. When I say better, like it's not always about the gear, but if you can invest into equipment that is going to streamline your workflow and make things easier and quicker for you, then that's always a better thing. So it was at that point when this was a fully fledged video production studio outfit, and then COVID came. So in the next chapter, I'll actually explain to you how COVID affected the business and how I managed to pivot again and transition out of that, and had a big direction change in terms of what I was doing. So I'll see you on the next one.